Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we'll be taking a look at a book all about self-reliance and forging your own path. It's called Be Your Own Hero, Creating Your Destiny.
Oh, yeah. I've heard good things about that one.
Have you?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can pull out some interesting stuff from it for our listeners.
absolutely.
So this book really emphasizes the idea that no one is coming to save you. Be your own hero.
I like that.
Yeah. It's a pretty
Yes.
powerful statement, right?
It is.
It's kind of a call to action.
Yeah, I mean, it's really about taking ownership of your life.
Right. It's
Simple.
saying stop waiting around for someone or something to come along and fix things.
Exactly.
You got to be the one to make the change happen.
And it's easy to fall into that trap
Oh,
of
clearly.
thinking that someone else is going to come and rescue us.
Yeah.
But the reality is we're responsible for our own lives.
And it's not always easy. Would you say that?
Oh, absolutely not.
Because often it's not even like external forces that are holding us back. Sometimes it's us.
Oh, yeah.
It's that internal battle.
Yeah.
You versus you.
Definitely the book talks about self-limiting beliefs. The things we tell ourselves.
Like I'm not good enough or I'm not smart enough.
Exactly. Those are the things that hold us back.
And so the book argues that. Recognizing those is the first step.
Yeah, awareness is key.
Right, because if you don't even know what's holding you back, how can you possibly move forward?
Exactly.
So, okay, you've identified those self-limiting beliefs. What's next?
Well, the book suggests we need to shift our mindset.
Okay.
Instead of saying, I can't, it's about asking, how can I?
Like a more proactive approach.
Precisely.
Instead of being passive.
Huh.
And just letting life happen to you.
Right, you become the driver.
Yeah.
You take control.
The book even uses this phrase, stop waiting through the book. Start creating your own destiny.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
It is.
So do you think it's really that simple?
I mean, it's definitely not always easy, but I do think it's about recognizing that we have more control than we sometimes think.
Okay, so it's not just about
Yeah.
positive thinking.
No, it's about taking action.
Taking action in a smart way.
Absolutely.
So how can we start translating this into something practical?
Well, the book talks about focusing on what it calls your sphere of influence.
What does that mean?
It means concentrating your energy on the things that you can actually control.
Okay.
So, for example, instead of complaining about the lack of opportunities, you could focus on learning new skills
Oh, I see.
or building your network.
So it's like shifting your perspective
Yeah, exactly.
from what you can't control to what you can.
And that can make a huge difference.
I can see that. But still, I think for a lot of people, this idea of creating your own destiny can feel a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, it's a big concept.
So are there any practical tips in the book that can help people get started?
Well, the book talks about the importance of setting SMART goals.
SMART goals.
Yeah, it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
Oh, okay.
So instead of just saying, I want to be successful, you'd set a goal like, I want to learn a new programming language within the next 6 months and build a portfolio website.
Oh, I see.
So it's about breaking down that big goal
Yeah,
into smaller, more manageable steps.
that makes sense.
And by making them specific and measurable, you can actually track your progress.
And they can be really motivating.
Absolutely.
So we've talked about this idea of creating your own destiny, but it's not just about like career goals, right?
No, not all.
This applies to all areas of life.
Exactly. The book gives examples in relationships, personal growth,
Yeah.
health and fitness.
So it's really about taking that proactive mindset
Yes.
and applying it to everything.
to whatever is important to you.
One thing that really stuck with me from the book was this emphasis on being the hero of your own story.
I like that.
It's a powerful image, right?
It is.
So for our listeners out there, what would you say is the most important takeaway from all of this?
I think it would be this. You have the power to shape your own narrative. You're not just a passive character in someone else's story.
You're the author
Yeah.
of your own life.
Exactly.
And that's pretty empowering.
It is.
So as we wrap up here, I'm going to leave you with a question. If you were writing the next chapter of your life, what would it look like?
That's a great question.
What adventures would you go on? What challenges would you overcome? What legacy would you leave behind? Take some time to reflect on that. And remember, you are the hero of your own story. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and we'll see you next time.